I'm Ben Brown with the ABC 15 political team. Crypto might help you get into a home. The Federal Housing Finance Agency is considering crypto as an asset to help you qualify for a home loan.
That's one thing that's great about Bitcoin is when you can actually make it tangible, whether it's actually selling and buying your home.
And that's exactly what John Mendoza did, purchasing his first home in 2018.
It was just a little townhome that me and my wife bought.
A few years later, he upgraded to a bigger house, again, thanks to Bitcoin.
In 2021, we sold some Bitcoin, put the deposit on this house, then sold that house, and here we are.
For both houses, Mendoza had to liquidate some of his Bitcoin to prove he had enough capital.
If you wanted to buy a home and you owned some Bitcoin, then the lenders would not acknowledge that. They basically said, yeah, we see you've got stocks, we see you've got cash, we see you've got bonds. This Bitcoin stuff basically does not exist from our perspective.
But a directive issued in June from the Federal Housing Finance Agency would change that. The agency ordered Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to consider cryptocurrency as an asset for single-family mortgage loan risk assessments, something Stephen Cole, founder and CEO of Castle, a Bitcoin treasury platform for small and medium-sized businesses, said would be a game changer for crypto.
It's really validation from the regulators and from the mainstream of Bitcoin is an asset and it's here to stay.
Mark Stapp with ASU Center for Real Estate and Finance believes this move would come with inherent risk.
If you're relying on the crypto to be an asset that supports your balance sheet, it's going to likely fluctuate significantly. And if I'm relying on your balance sheet as a basis to underwrite you as a borrower, that becomes very difficult.
Mendoza, who runs a Bitcoin mining company called Basic Mining, hopes the proposal gets the stamp of approval and believes it will lead to more crypto-focused generations like Gen Z and millennials getting into homes.
The goal is to never sell the Bitcoin, right? So if I didn't have to sell it to prove that I had the capital to purchase the home, it would have made a huge difference. And who knows where I could have ended up selling at that time, where I could still have that coin.
Ben Brown, ABC 15, Arizona.